Hello YouTubers, and today I am going to compare physical media versus online streaming, so basically stuff like Netflix and stuff like that, and to see which one is better. I'm going to divide it into different rounds. So the first round is speed. How long does it take to actually get to actually watching the content? So let's begin. Okay, so first of all, if I'm choosing for physical media, I've got to actually decide what I'm going to watch. So I'm going to use Zootopia in this case, and now I'm going to have to insert it into my Blu-ray player, which I'm using a PS3 in this case. You may be using a PS4 or some other device. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to time this on how long it takes to actually, from me putting the disc in to actually getting to watch the movie. So I'm going to close the machine and start the timer. So that was just over a minute and 17 seconds. However, this is a Disney Blu-ray, which generally they do take a while to load and through all these advertisements, so let's try a different one. Let's try a Warner Brothers Blu-ray. In this example, I'm using The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight, sorry, not... So let's go see how long this one takes. These tests are not scientific by any means. I'm just seeing how long it would take. So I can actually skip through some of these advertisements. But again, we've got a loading. But we have actually got to the actual movie at just over a minute, so not much of a difference. So we can assume that Blu-rays normally take around a minute to actually load. But let's try a DVD. Alright, so it's The Dark Knight again, and this one actually includes a DVD of the movie. So let's just see how long it takes. And I apologise for this being more of a handheld, simply because I don't really have room for a tripod to actually film this, so we're going to have to make do. But let's see how long the DVD takes from me closing it and loading it up.
And here we go.
So that was 37 seconds. So a lot faster than a Blu-ray, nearly double the speed. So DVDs, that's a point for them, but overall you are sacrificing quality. This is mainly just a comparison between that, but in terms of picture quality, Blu-ray is the way to go. So let's try launching the digital copy of this, because this does actually come with a digital copy. Right, so I've got the movie here, and we're just going to watch it now in HD, so I'm going to click that, I'm going to click start the timer, and see how long it takes to stream it. Now, this may vary on your internet connection, but let's just see how long it takes. It's actually taking longer than I thought, and this is the HD version. I'm using Flickster, so we'll just stop it there at 21 seconds. So practically 22 seconds. So actually not as fast as I thought for the HD version now. So yeah, in terms of speed, streaming wins this by a mile. So now on to round 2, which is value. So a streaming service can normally be around $6.99 a month, unless you're going to outrightly buy each and every movie or TV show outrightly, which is basically the same price as buying them in a shop as a physical copy. Now, $6.99 a month, which is roughly around the price of Netflix. Now, that is £83.88 per year. However, you can basically just watch as much as you like. Now, you are limited, however, on how many devices you can use. So, say I'm downstairs in the living room and you're upstairs in the bedroom. Well, we're both fine. We can watch as much as we like. But say that you also have your phone and a tablet, and I have a phone and a tablet, and someone else has a laptop in the other room, and someone else has a laptop in another room, then yeah, you're going to be stuck basically. The limited amount of devices that can be used at one time is a limitation. Now with DVD and Blu-ray, I can give this to anyone I like and they will be able to watch it as long as they've got a Blu-ray or a DVD player if it's a DVD. However, there is only one copy of this, so it can only be played in one device at a time. However, if you do have a computer with a Blu-ray drive, then you can rip the disc and do a complete uncompressed rip, so basically you could still watch it at home and then lend this to someone else. That is a possibility with this. Not so with streaming. Now, the average cost of a single Blu-ray movie is around £15 here in the UK, and for a DVD, £10, and depending on a box set of a TV show, you're normally looking at £30 to £40 for the Blu-ray or the DVD. However, something that Blu-rays in particular having value is that if they're a limited edition version or a collector's version of a Blu-ray, then they can actually become really valuable over time. Whereas a streaming service, it doesn't hold any value at all unless it's you who is watching it. It will not increase in value over time at all, so basically you're paying that money a month, but you can literally just watch the content and that is it. However, most people just buy the standard version of a Blu-ray or DVD, basically because they're normally cheaper, and so with this, I can't really say that Blu-ray or DVD can win this, because unless you're a collector like I am, then basically it's not going to really hold much value at all, though you can still resell them at a later date and make your money back, but not all of it. So, streaming does win this by a landslide again. Now on to round 3, which is content. Now with content, basically it depends on what streaming service you have. If you have Netflix, then you're basically going to get all the major same stuff. That's basically the same on any streaming service, so you're going to get all the popular TV shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, and all those other things like that. And they're basically the same across a platform. What the exciting factor is in a streaming service is the exclusive content. So, on Netflix, a series I really enjoy is BoJack Horseman, and that is exclusively on Netflix. It's a Netflix original series which you can't find on any other. However, what is lacking in streaming services is special features, all behind the scenes stuff or extra content. That is very lacking. There are very few behind the scenes content. Now, you could argue that a lot of people don't care about it, and yes, a lot of people don't, but if you're in the film industry, or you want to become in the film industry, or you're just generally interested on how a film or a TV show is made, then yes, it is important to have this behind-the-scenes stuff, and basically, streaming services do not have that. Now, let's just go back to my copy of The Dark Knight again. So what do you get with this? Well, you get the film itself in HD, and you also get a special feature disc which is packed with content on it. If we just take a look at the listings here, we can see that all of these special features are included. What do you get with the digital copy? Nothing! Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Okay, that was a really bad impression. Also, basically, any movie ever will be available at least on DVD, and basically most TV shows will be available on DVD as well. However, streaming, this is generally not the case. Basically, if you want to see a movie, you'll pretty much be able to find it on DVD or Blu-ray. Not the case with streaming though, and it may be available on another streaming service that you are not subscribed to. It is also worth mentioning that movies and TV shows do come and go from streaming sites all of the time, so the fact that a movie is there now does not mean it'll be there in a few years' time. This is due to licensing agreements and among other things. Whereas DVD or Blu-ray, as long as you bought it legally and that, it is yours and no one can take it away from you. It will be yours forever. Now obviously you can't illegally upload it or anything like that, don't be stupid. But the movie will be there and you can watch it whenever you like. So in terms of sheer content available, I'm giving this to Physical Media by quite a bit of a landslide now that you think about it. I'm now just going to end this with a dis for both of them and then another plus for both of them. So these don't really go into a specific category, but let's just start. So with Physical Media, scratches. Oh god, scratches. The bane of my existence on DVDs back in the early days. My god, why couldn't my family ever just take care of them? I had to buy several copies of these because of it. Streaming. Don't have an internet connection or forgot to download something in advance? Well, tough. You're out of luck. And buffering as well. Oh boy, I love having to watch a movie and then sit and wait while a little circle goes round on the screen. Oh, how lovely. Now an advantage for both. Streaming. Basically anything with an internet connection, like even a TV, a laptop, a games console, anything, will pretty much have some form of streaming service on it. Whereas Physical Media just works. Physical Media does just work. I don't have to faff on with internet connection or anything like that. I literally just have to put the disc in and it will play, as long as the disc isn't scratched. So overall, well, streaming does kind of win on most fronts. However, it does still lack a slight bit of quality. You'll not get the same amount of quality on any streaming service than you will if you bought the physical version of it. However, most people will not be able to tell the difference. But, which do I prefer? Well, I'm a collector and I love and I will always love Physical Media. If I ever want to sell it, I can. I love the artwork and presentation on the boxes. I love the fact that you get loads of special features. And I also love the fact that I can pretty much just them all to my laptop and just have them on there. But for most people, streaming is the future, or in some cases, the present. I don't think we're there yet where everyone can just go streaming and completely ignore Physical Media. I mean, some things just aren't available on streaming services. I wanted to watch The Likely Lads earlier last year, and unfortunately I couldn't find it on any streaming services, and finding the DVD was true more expensive than it probably would have been if I bought it on a streaming service, but I was still able to get it. Streaming services, get on that, get the Likely Lads movie on there. But overall, that is it for this video. This is not scientific by any means. This is just me personally comparing Physical Media to online streaming.